Hello again, everybody. Hiroshi here. Mountain has posted a video a while back about how to tie the rope for Tachi style to hang the sword when you're wearing armor. And one of the comments was somebody talking about they were sad to untie the rope, the sageo, because they wouldn't be able to get it back. So I'm here today with a tutorial to show you how to tie two different knots. This one here is on my wakizashi. It's the easier style to tie, and it's the one I tie most often. That's the Hanwei Practical Wakizashi. It's one of the first generation models. Still in pretty good condition. And this is the other style. Let me turn this around here. No, I didn't kill the dog, I just bumped her with the chair. This is a little bit more traditional. This is the knot that comes, well, used to come on all the Hanwei swords. All the premium models anyway, like the Bushido katana that I got. A little bit more difficult, but we'll show you how to tie that one as well today. And this is on the Hanwei Ninjato, Practical Ninjato. Seen a lot of abuse over the years, but still in pretty good condition. Blade looks great. Freshly polished sabaki, of course, thanks to my wife. The magic brasso. Okay, now I'm going to cut to, instead of having to tie this knot, start the video, untie it, and then tie it again, I'm going to cut here to the knot, what this is going to look like in the end, so you can get an idea of it. And then we'll come back and actually tie the knot. And that's all done. Now that's probably been a good 15 minutes or so. So I'm going to have to edit this video down, cut out the wasted parts, and we'll do this one, this one here, on part 2. Look forward to it. Okay, now right here, you need several things. Of course, you're going to need a saya. You're going to need the sageo. And this is just a generic nylon sageo. It comes with, well, it used to come with all the practical models, the Hanwei line. Strong, robust, not the prettiest. Certainly doesn't feel the best, but it works. Now, the recommended tools, a pair of needle nose pliers. These things come in super, super handy, especially for you guys with big fingers like I've got. And also, a pair of chopsticks. Here I have some stainless steel chopsticks, which I use a lot. I love these things. They're great. Very durable, and cook with them and all that. Anyway, we're not here about chopsticks. So the first thing you want to do, let me get these out of the way here, is find the middle of the sageo. You do that, just hold it in the middle, get your ends lined up, and there you go. Run one end through, like so. Hold the ends together, through, and voila, it's in the middle. I went over and I got about 5 minutes into this, and I realized that the rope turned the wrong way over here in the loops. So we're just going to back up and start over again. Okay, I've got my cross formed here in the middle of the rope. And this needs to be as close to center as physically possible, because otherwise you're going to have an uneven loop on either side or an uneven end sticking out either side, and that just doesn't look good. Take your other end, wrap it around a few times, pull it through. It'll hold itself nice and tight. You don't have to worry about it getting in your way. You're going to wrap this around, and this is where the chopsticks come in handy. Hold it there, and you can put your loops through. Voila. And that gives you that shape. I don't know how well you can see that there. And from there, the end of the sageo will come up and around and go through where you see the silver chopstick is right here. And then once it gets through this side, it'll loop back around, and that gives you your end on one side and your nice little loop on the other. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that, and everything looks correct this time. I don't think I messed that one up. Now the easiest way to do this is just loosen it a little bit as you go. Now this is a lot, you know, it's a lot easier really with these cheap nylon sageos and that they are stiffer and they don't bend and flex and kink and wrinkle nearly as easily as the silk, which is a pain to work on. Now, something you want to pay attention to early on is the position of this rope, because once you get everything tight, it's going to be very difficult to move that back the other way, and you're going to have to stick knots under there, and your line, the rope, you're actually going to have 4 pieces of sageo traveling under each one of these little knots, and there'll be 3 more here as well. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break because the water's boiling for my tea, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. It's very important the direction that this rope is twisted, because eventually this is going to be very tight, and at the end of the process, when you're running ropes back and forth, you're going to have all 4 of these going through here. It's going to be very difficult to rotate that. So make sure that's facing correctly. Now, one of the things you want to pay attention to is these loops are turned correctly. If you notice, the rope is coming up, circling back over, making a loop just like on a roller coaster, straight up and over, and then back over. And it's coming back around the saya and doing the same thing multiple times. If you have the rope twisted over or facing the wrong direction, I don't know what I did last time before I started this video, but it comes out like that sometimes and it just looks horrible. Okay? So once you've got that side, go ahead and pull that tight. Now, it's not going to look right because it's all pulled tight and it's not really arranged properly, but it'll keep it from pulling out the other half and using too much, and it'll be out of our way. Okay? So go ahead. Oh, for those of you that are wondering, I built a little stand the other day, about a week ago or so, for just stuff like this. When you're handling the saya, or cleaning the suba, or rewrapping the tsuka, anything like that where you don't have the blade in the saya, and you don't want to just lay it on the floor or stand it up in the corner, lay it down on the table. It can be dangerous for pets, people, bystanders, whatever. So I built this really nifty sword stand here. Now, it's actually, there. Now you can see the front of it. It's just simple pine board that pine hardwood that I cut. I beveled there and trimmed it around, cut it out mostly with a jigsaw, did some fine sanding. Had some issues with the top round piece there. Those were nice, beautiful curves that matched and everything. But besides that, instead of actually cutting a big wide gap for the saya, it's quite thin and it's angled slightly back, so that when the blade is sitting in there, it looks nice and pretty. So that's what my sword's sitting on right now. And if you have something like that, they are absolutely wonderful. That thing is great. I love it. Okay, anyway, back to this. Sorry, ADD moment there. You're going to do pretty much the same thing. And the great thing about already having a knot here is, look at that. What's the chopstick for you? It's great. Oh, looks like that one's bent a little bit. Anyway, so you're going to do pretty much the exact same thing that you did on the other one. Tight. And voila. Now, pull these 2 down. You can see, turn it to orientate you properly, you can see we're getting the beginnings of a nice little knot here. Now again, this isn't the super traditional knot. Looks good. A lot of people don't know the difference. So you have your friends come over, they don't know anything about swords or whatever. They'll think it looks jam up. And it don't take you very long, not very difficult to do. A little bit of practice and you can get these knots looking great. Okay. Now, the next thing to do is to feed this one in here and this one in here. That's where the needle nose pliers come in. They're very handy. Of course, it's not traditional, but like I said, very, very handy. So, go ahead, feed this in here, like so. And that's another great thing about the nylon, or whatever these are made of, polyester, God knows what. Probably get cancer just from touching them. But great thing is it's really stiff. You see I'm just holding the end, and these are actually somewhat taut and a little bit stiff, but just holding the end, voila, we've got it through. And you can see if I kind of squeeze it down, it kind of starting to take shape. And now this is where I was telling you about, it's really, really important to make sure that all your knots and all your lines, after you've made your 3 loops, are coming in the proper direction.